Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Vicky Khairul Mala. Today, I will explain the result of my research, which states that the Andalusia also has an important role in the contextualism of hadith, especially in the meaning of akikah. Okay. Okay, we know that in the search of Islamic law, there are two important components. First is Al-Quran and second is Hadith. If the Al-Quran has been recorded since the time of the Prophet's life, then the Hadith was codified only after second century, which is 100 years after the Prophet died. Okay. From this statement, it can be seen that the problematic of hadith can be described. That the hadith before the second century was part of the Prophet and the Sahabah practice. Then after the codification of hadith a bit of the part of the text, like the book of canonic, Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, Sunan Abu Dawud, Sunan Ad-Darimi, and etc. And it's continue to develop until appear that there are two groups in the Islamic world. First about the textualism group and the second about the contextualism group. Okay, and you know that this problem was influenced by the presence in Andalusia, like Ibn Hazm al-Zahiri and Ibn Abdul Bar, who represented by the textualism group and the contextualism group. Okay, we know that Ibn Hazm is very strong to hold the text of hadith, and Ibn Abdul Bar is very contextual and very contextualism in the hadith because they have many books about the fiqh, about the usul fiqh, about the story and etc. Okay. Next, from this research, I use the akikah as a research sample to see gender equality in Islam, a view from textualism and contextualism perspective. Okay, from this, from the various opinion of some scholars, we can see that there are many opinions which limit the number of akikah. The first is Asy-Syafi'iyah. Asy-Syafi'iyah said that the number of akikah for the male two goats and female one goat, and it's based on recommendation, not obligation, as we can say in Islamic law by Sunnah. Okay, so how about the Malikiyah? Malikiyah said that the male and female is the same, or we can say the male one goat and the female one goat, and it's based on recommendation too, not obligation like Syafi'iyah. And the third, Az-Zahiriyah. Az-Zahiriyah said that the akikah based on the obligation, not recommendation, or we can say that the fardu or wajib. Okay, from the perspective of Az-Zahiriyah, we know that the number of akikah for the male two goats and the female one goat. And the fourth opinion, based on Qatadah and Hasan al-Basri, they said the akikah just for male with one goat and not obligation for the female. Okay, and next. Okay, from the akikah interpretation, we will implement it or analyze by the Sar al-Muwatta in Andalusia. Okay, we know that Sar al-Muwatta in Andalusia come from two periods, period of growth and golden period. From the period of growth, we know that there are two books, Tafsir al-Muwatta by Ibn al-Habib and Tafsir al-Muwatta by al-Qanazi. And from the golden period, we know that there are the several books from the scholars like Al-Tamhid, Lima fi al-Muwatta min Ma'ani wal Asanid, and Al-Istidkar by Ibn Abdul Bar, and Al-Muntaqa by Al-Baji or Abu Walid Al-Baji, and Al-Ta'liq al-Muwatta by Hisham al-Waqishi, and Al-Qobas and Al-Masalik by Ibn al-Arabi al-Ma'arifi. Okay, from this book, we know that the period of growth, like Tafsir al-Muwatta Ibnu al-Habib and Tafsir al-Muwatta al-Qanazi use the language approach because they explain the akikoh just by the text, or we can say they explained about what's the meaning of akikoh. So from their research, we know that they state that number of akikoh for the woman 1 goat and for the male 2 goats. Okay, so we will we will fall to the textualism group. Okay, if we use the language approach, just language approach. Okay, and the second books by Ibn Abdul Bar, like Al-Tamhid, Lima fil Muwatta, and Al-Istidkar. From the Ibn Abdul Bar books, we know that Ibn Abdul Bar used 3 approach. First approach about the language approach, second approach is hadith approach, and third fiqh approach. With the narrative approach or language approach, Ibn Abdul Bar Ibn Abdul Bar explained about what's the meaning of akikah. And from the hadith approach, Ibn Abdul Bar explain about comparison by from sanad and historically of akikoh. And from the fiqh approach, Ibn Abdul Bar takes some opinion by scholar to represented and interpreted how many number of akikah. Okay, from Ibn Abdul Bar books, we know that Ibn Abdul Bar is very fair with the textual and contextualism interpretation. Okay, and because Ibn Abdul Bar didn't favor opinion, they very fair with every single opinion from the scholar. Like we can take the akikoh by woman and man 1 goat, never mind. Or we can say for the man 2 goats and the female 1 goat is never mind. Okay, like that. And how about Al-Muntaqo, Al-Qobas, and Al-Masalik with 2 approach? Based on their books, we know that even though they take some opinion by scholar, but they favor the opinion of Malikiyah because they are Malikiyah, like Ibn Abdul Bar. But in other side, we know that the Ibn Abdul Bar he is not fanatism with Malikiyah, and Al-Muntaqo, Al-Qobas, and Al-Masalik by Abu Ali al-Baji and Ibn Arabi very fanatic with Malikiyah opinions. Okay, I think enough for my presentation. I thank you very much for your attention, and I'm sorry if there are many mistakes from my presentation. Okay, thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.